Hi, and thank you for joining me here again. Happy Wednesday. I wanted to read a little more poetry for you. Today I have selections from Pablo Neruda, 20 love poems, and a song of despair. Um, Anyone who's listened to this for a while knows I love Pablo Neruda, um, and I'm hoping that you love him too, because I really enjoy reading his work. I have a few selections here I wanted to read, something to break up the monotony of the week. Hopefully it takes you away from whatever you're going through and gives you a little rest for a little while. So hope you enjoy. Thank you. First poem I wanted to read is called The Light Wraps You. The light wraps you in its mortal flame, abstracted pale mourner standing that way, against the old propellers of the twilight that revolves around you, speechless, my friend, alone in the loneliness of this hour of the dead, and filled with the lives of fire, pure air of the ruined day. A bough of fruit falls from the sun on your dark garment. The great roots of night grow suddenly from your soul, and the things that hide in you come out again, so that a blue and pallid people, your newly born, takes nourishment. O magnificent and fecent and magnetic slave of the circle that moves in turn through black and gold, rise, lead, and process a creation so rich in life that its flowers perish, and it is full of sadness. Next poem I want to read is called Vastness of Pines. Ah, vastness of pines, murmur of waves breaking, slow play of lights, solitary bell, twilight falling in your eyes, toy doll, earth shell in whom the earth sings. In you the rivers sing, and my soul flees in them, as you desire, and you send it where you will. Aim my road in your bow of hope, and in a frenzy I will free my flock of arrows. On all sides I see your waste of fog, and your silence hunts down my afflicted hours. My kisses anchor, and my moist desire nests in you with your arms of transparent stone. Ah, your mysterious voice that love tolls and darkens in the resonant and dying evening. Thus in deep hours I have seen over the fields the ears of wheat tolling in the mouth of the wind. Next poem is The Morning is Full. The morning is full of storm in the heart of summer. The clouds travel like white handkerchiefs of goodbye. The wind, traveling, waving them in its hands. The numberless heart of the wind, beating above our loving silence, orchestral and divine, resounding among the trees, like a language full of wars and songs. Wind that bears off the dead leaves with a quick raid and deflects the pulsing arrows of the birds. Wind that topples her in a wave without spray, and substance without weight and leaning fires. Her massive kisses breaks and sinks, assailed in the door of the summer's wind. I'm actually just going to be reading poems chronologically from this book. Yeah, I love the way that this particular book is laid out, and the order of the poems, and then the Song of Despair. It's quite sad. Um, it's 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 someone pining over a lost love, and it's not entirely clear from the beginning, because the book starts off with some interesting stuff. Body of a Woman is a particular type of poem, and gives you this sense of adoring love. But there are little pieces here and there that kind of show that it's love lost. Um, yeah, anyway. So we'll continue on. The next one is called So That You Will Hear Me. So that you will hear me, my words sometimes grow thin as the tracks of the gulls on the beaches. Necklace, drunken bell, for your hands smooth as grapes. And I watch my words from a long way off. They are more yours than mine. They climb on my old suffering like ivy. It climbs the same way on damp walls. You are to blame for this cruel sport. They are fleeting from my dark lair. You fill everything. You fill everything. Before you, they people the solitude that you occupy, and they are more used to my sadness than you are. Now I want them to say what I want to say to you, to make you hear as I want you to hear me. The wind of anguish still hauls on them as usual. Sometimes hurricanes of dreams still knock them over. You listen to other voices in my painful voice. Lament of old mouths, blood of old supplications, love me, companion. Don't forsake me, follow me, companion, on this wave of anguish. But my words become stained with your love. You occupy everything, you occupy everything. I am making them into an endless necklace for your white hands, smooth as grapes. See what I mean? It starts off and then it just, it goes there. I remember you as you were is the next one. I remember you as you were in the last autumn. You were the gray beret and the still heart. In your eyes the flames of the twilight fought on, and the leaves fell in the water of your soul. Clasping my arms like a climbing plant, the leaves garnered your voice that was slow and at peace. Bonfire of awe in which my thirst was burning. Sweet blue hyacinth twisted over my soul. I feel your eyes traveling, and the autumn is far off. Gray beret, voice of a bird, heart like a house, towards which my deep longings migrated, and my kisses fell, happy as embers. Sky from a ship, field from the hills, your memory is made of light, of smoke, of a still pond. Beyond your eyes, farther on, the evenings were blazing. Dry autumn leaves revolved in your soul. I'll read one more poem. This one is called Leaning into the Afternoons. Leaning into the afternoons, I cast my sad nets towards your oceanic eyes. There in the highest blaze my solitude lengthens and flames, its arms turning like a drowning man's. I send out red signals across your absent eyes that move like the sea near a lighthouse. You keep only darkness, my distant female. From your regard sometimes the coast of dread emerges. Leaning into the afternoons, I fling my sad nets to that sea that beats in your marine eyes. The birds of night peck at your first stars that flash like my soul when I love you. The night gallops on its shadowy mare, shedding blue tassels over the land. Yeah, Pablo Neruda, man, he's something else. If anybody has ever not read this, I highly recommend this book. I mean, you can see it is nothing of a book of poetry, and it's a lovely book, and it's lovely poetry. Um, yeah, I mean, I think everybody has been there at a certain point in their lives. Um, when you still have that stinging from lost love. Yeah, I think it's beautiful, and I think he captures it beautifully. Anyway, that's all that I had for you for right now. Go forth and enjoy your week. Make the best out of it, and may peace and blessings be on you and on those you love. Good night.